Okay, so for this next one, I'm going to start giving you some problems, but I'm going to give you an example before I actually give you a problem. And so this one, if I had to write it up, and I'm going to abbreviate here, it would say something like write a function named change blue. So I'm going to call the function change blue. That will change the blue pixel to gray. So we're going to write a function that's going to take in our 3x3 picture here, and that's going to be assumed from here. So we're going to write a function named change blue that's going to take in just this image here, this 3x3, and it's going to change the blue pixel to gray. Okay? All right, so that's our problem. So what I want you to do now is stop the video and see if you can solve it on your own. If you can't, no problem. I'm going to continue on and solve it, and then you can come back and look at how I solved it. And then I'm going to give you a whole bunch of other problems that are very similar to it, and we'll do the same thing. So, so stop the video now, and I'm now going to go on and make the solution for the problem. So to solve this problem, I'm going to type in def change blue, and this is going to take in a picture. Oops, taking a picture, and I'm going to look. So my strategy is I'm going to go through every pixel, and I'm going to check it to see if it's blue, and if it is, I'm going to change its color to what did I say, gray. I'm going to change its color to gray. Okay. All right, so let's do that. So to get to every pixel, for pix in get pixels from the picture. Now pix is going to become, every time we go through this loop, it's going to become each one of the pixels in the picture. So it's going to go through 9 times and become all 9 pixels, which we've talked about before. I'm going to check it to see if it's blue. All right, so if well, I could do it a couple of ways. Let's do it this way. I'm going to, well, let's do it this way. If I want to get the color of the pixel, pix, and if that color is equal to blue, B-L-U-E, then the problem says change that pixel color to gray. So if I'm going to get the color of the pixel, if that is equal to blue, then I'm going to set the color of the pixel to gray. Okay. And then after I do that, I want to come here and explore what the pick now looks like. Okay. All right. Now, if I did show pick, because this is only a 3x3 pixel image, I wouldn't be able to see the image. So I use explore so that I can zoom in and I can put my cursor on the different little pixels and find out what colors they are. So that's why I'm using that. All right, I think this is it. Let's see. All right, so we're going to save it, and then we're going to load it, Control L, and we're going to type in change blue, which is the name of our function. Now keep in mind we have to give it a picture, so I have to make picture, and I've got to give it a file name, which is this 3x3.png. And so I made the picture here because my function is expecting a picture. All right, so I hit enter, and it's relatively fast. This is such a small picture. And I'm going to zoom in to the Explorer, and you notice if you look really closely, you can see it here. The one on the right, which was blue, it was this one, was blue. now it's gray. So I'm going to put my cursor on that. You can see that the color of it is now gray, which is 128, 128, 128. All right, so there you go. That's it. Keep in mind, gray is not. This is not the 153, 153, 153 we had before, but it's still gray because all three R, G, and B are the same color. So, so there you go. So that's how I solved it there. Now go back through here for understanding. I define my function. The name is change blue. It takes in an image. So that picture that I made a picture with down here, it becomes a picture, and it gets put in here, and now PIC represents that picture, the entire picture. This whole thing is now represented by PIC. Okay. Now I go through, and for all the pixels, each pixel in get pixels from the picture, every time through the loop, PIX is going to represent each successive pixel in the picture. Okay, so the first time through it's red, second time through it's green, then blue, and so on. Every time through the loop, I'm going to check to see if I'm going to get the color of that pixel, and if it is equal to blue, I'm going to set the color of that pixel equal to gray. And then once I finish all that, come out of the loop, and we know we're out of the loop because both of these have the same indentation, so the explore pick is not inside of this loop. So I explored, and that's what showed me the pick. All right? All right. So that's the solution to this one. Now I'm going to give you another problem and set you off to solve it. This one is going to be pretty much just like the last one, except for I'm just going to do a copy paste down here. So your next assignment is write a function. So I'm going to go over here and put problem 1, and let's do problem 2 here. Write a function named change green that will change the green pixel to white. Okay. All right. So stop the video and go do that, and then come back and let's see what you got. Okay. So now we're going to go back and look at how we do this one. I'm going to type it out this time, but I could just copy and paste it from here, but I'm going to type it out this time just to explain this one more time. So I'm going to define the function. The problem said name it change green. I'm going to find that. It's going to take in a pic. It's going to take in a picture, and I'm going to go through every pixel in that picture. So for pics in get pixels, pic, and then so every pixel I get, I'm going to check it to see if get color of that pixel. So if that pixel's color is equal to, in this case, green, and we know green's a built-in color because it changed color. It changed to whatever this color is, magenta or whatever it is, when I typed it in. So the computer understands what the color green is. If the color of the pixel, once I get the color of the pixel, is green, then I want to set the color of that pixel to, in this case, white. Oops. Okay. And then once again, we're going to explore it here to see if we got it right. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to load it. Now I'm going to call a function called change green on the same image. So I make that picture here. Make picture, give it a file name here, and that turns into a picture, which is what our code is expecting. And so then I hit enter, and it runs real quickly. Make it a little bigger here so we can see it. So we're expecting the green pixel, which was right here, to turn white. And if I look at the green pixel right here, it actually turned white. There we go. All right. So just like when you practice any sport, you do things over and over again. Let's do it again. This time we're going to write a function named change red that will change the red pixel to black. Okay. All right. So stop the video there and go do that one, and then come back. Okay. Now, by now it should be obvious that we're doing the same thing over and over. So let's just copy and paste this and make the appropriate changes here. First of all, we're going to call this function, put a little space here. We're going to call this function change red instead of change green. It's still going to take in a picture. It's going to take in a picture, and then it's going to loop through that picture, pixel by pixel, which is we're taking in the same picture here. It's going to get the color of that pixel, and it's going to see if that color is red, and if it is red, it's going to change it to the color black. It's going to set the color of that pixel to black, and then we're going to explore the picture again with the changed pixel. So let's save that, load it. I'm going to call this, I'm going to now call the function change red on the same image. So we're going to make the picture, we're going to make this file 3x3.png into a picture, which we're expecting here. Alright, hit enter. Oops, make this bigger. Zoom. And you notice the first pixel, which was red, is now black. So that worked. Alright. Now keep in mind, each time we start each one of these functions, we're starting with a fresh image, and so we're only changing one pixel at a time. So whatever we set in the prior function won't show up in the one that we're running. Alright, let's do it again. Problem number 4. Now we're going to write, let me scroll up a bit, or can I? I can't scroll up. Okay, we're going to write a function named change yellow that will change the yellow pixel to orange. Alright, so we're going to change the yellow pixel orange. Alright, here we go. Same thing, def. In fact, let's go ahead and just copy paste. No sense in retyping. We're going to change yellow is the name of the function. We're going to get in a pick. We're going to go through and loop through and get all the pixels, get each successive pixel. We're going to take the color of that pixel and compare it and see if it's yellow. And if it is yellow, type in yellow here. Once again, it turned magenta, so therefore it's a reserved word, and the computer knows what yellow is. If it is yellow, I'm going to set the color to orange. Oops, misspelled it. Orange. There we go. Once again, it turned magenta, so the computer knows what orange is. Good. And so that should do it. Hit save, load, go down here to the bottom, and change this to, instead of change red, change yellow. It's now the name of the function, and we're giving it the same image. We're making an image, making a picture out of the same file, so that all stays the same. Hit enter, and now over here, if we zoom in 500 times bigger, 500%. Now it's sort of hard to see if this is orange, but I'm going to click the mouse on that pixel because that was the yellow pixel, the one in the 0 column, second row or first row. And then I click on that, and you can see the colors 255, 200, 0, which is not yellow. So it's orange. And so yes, that was successful. All right. Next problem. Keep on drilling. Problem number 5. Write a function named change cyan that will change the cyan pixel to pink, P-I-N-K. All right. So same thing. Copy, paste this. So we're going to do change cyan. We're going to still get all the pixels. We're still going to get a picture here, get all the pixels in that picture, loop through them, and compare the color of that pixel, of each individual pixel, to see if it is cyan, and if it is, we're going to change the color to pink. Alright, so if I save that, load it, and then come here and run change cyan with the same image put in. Now the pixel in the middle, if we did it right, should now be pink. Let's zoom in and put a mouse on that one, and yes, it is pink. So that's the color for pink. Alright. Alright. Now let's keep on going. Number 6. Write a function name change magenta that will change the magenta pixel to purple. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to copy paste again. Oops. Should have given you a chance to solve it. So after I type each one of these problems, stop the video and solve it. So I'm getting on a roll here, and I forget to say that, so sorry. Alright, so stop the video, solve it. Alright, now you may have run into a bit of a problem on this one. Should have given you a hint. So if you ran into a bit of a problem, I'm going to copy and paste this hint in from my scrap here. Here's the hint. Okay, so you tried it. You probably tried just to put, you probably copied and pasted like we did before, and put here if the color is equal to magenta, then set the color equal to purple. And you will find out that purple is not a reserved word. It doesn't turn colors here. So therefore the hint is, for this one, you cannot just type purple to get purple. You must use the function make color and the RGB values for purple, which is 128.0128. Look that up on the internet. And so with this new information, stop the video again, try to change the function that you wrote so that it works using this hint. And then once you've done it, or once you get a little frustrated trying to do it, come on back here and I'll show you my solution. Okay, you've restarted the video. So, oops, that's wrong. So I'm going to copy paste the code here because the basic solution is the same. The problem is the computer doesn't know what purple is. So let's write the name of the function, change magenta, and for pixing, get pixels pick, that's the same. If the color of the pix is equal to magenta, alright, that turned color, so it knows what magenta is. Set the color of the pixel to not pink, but purple. And notice purple didn't change colors. But the cool thing is you can make your own colors, right? So you don't have to rely on the reserved words that are built into the language. So come here and type in make color. That's the function that makes a color, and you give it an RGB value. You give it a value for the red channel, the green channel, and the blue channel. And as I said here in the hint, over here, the values for purple are 128 for red, 0 for green, and 128 for blue. Okay, so I make that color, and now instead of typing a color in, because it doesn't recognize what PURPLE is, purple, I actually make a color, which it will recognize. Okay, so once we do that, then I hit save and load, and then I'm going to run change purple, and on the same image. So I hit enter. Oh, no, it's not change purple, it's change magenta, I'm sorry. So change magenta, and it runs. Zoom 500, and you notice the pixel that was magenta is now, if I click on here, it's now purple. 128, 0, 128. All right. Okay. Now, this next one, which will be the last one on this video, because this video is getting a little long, but I really hope it's helpful. So number 7, we're going to write a function. Oops, can't spell function. Write a function named change white black that will change the white and black pixels to gray. And for gray, let me put in here, no, you can just type in gray. You don't have to give it a value. Okay. All right. So go and do that one. This one you have to find both the white and the black pixels. Come on back and I'll show you, I think I want to show you 2 ways to solve this one. All right, welcome back. I'm going to copy paste the code here. So we're going to use the same code structure. But if you feel comfortable using this code structure, then I think it will serve as a good base for solving a lot of the problems. So anyhow, we're going to call this change white black. Once again, get in a picture. We're going to go through all the pixels in that picture. Now, if the color equals white, set the color to gray. All right. So that will turn the white pixel gray, but what about turning the black pixel gray? Well, we can just do it again. If get color pix equals black, then set the color of the pixel to gray. Right. There you go. Save that, load it, run it. Let's go change, whoops, white, black, hit enter, and then we go up here, zoom in again, and you notice the whole bottom row is gray. Now the middle gray is a little different shade of gray, but it's all gray, right? Because the white and the black pixels got changed to 128, 128, 128. All right. Okay. I could have done this a little different way, but this way works just fine. So if you understand this way, then you can stop the video, or you can be adventurous and try to understand this next way. But I could put if, instead of doing it in 2 separate statements, I could check at the same time. So I could say if, and I check the color of the pixel and compare it to white, and if that's true, or if get color of pix equals black, oops, excuse me, Yeah, that's right, black. So what I've done here is I've made a compound Boolean statement, a compound logical statement. I'm comparing the white to the color, and I'm comparing the black. Now one of these may be true, and if one of these is true, that's what the OR means. If one of them is true, then the whole if statement here is true, and we're going to make the pixel gray, so I no longer need this second if statement. So I could do it this way as well. Okay, so it's a matter of preference. This way, of course, is a little bit more straightforward, and this way is a little bit more efficient in terms of coding, but either way. All right, really hope this video helps. It is long, it's about the length of a TV show, but I hope the repetition and the pattern are going to help, and I will contact you, and if this helps, then I will be I'll be more than willing to make more of these so that you can practice over and over again in preparation for your test. All right, talk to you later. Bye.